If you are a student and you are about to sit for exams, then this video is for you. Now, if you are a student, what is your job? Is it to study? Well, partly yes. But if you think that's the entirety of your job scope, then you are wrong. You, as a student, will sit for an exam. Now, in an exam, you are being placed under one very important constraint, and that constraint is time. You're not given all the time in the world to sit for your exam. Now, before you stop me and questions, well, Mr. Pang, why are you telling me all this? This is common sense. We all know this. Well, it's common sense, but surprisingly, it is not common practice. What is not common practice? Time management. Okay, this is management over here. Time management is not common practice for many students. They don't do this. And why is that? Well, the answer is very simple. When you sit for an exam and you open the paper and you're at question 1. Question 1, okay, this is the beginning, right? This is like we're running a marathon, and then you just started running. And then you start question 1. And then you get stuck. You can't do it. What's going to happen? Well, objectively, we're going to move on, right? No, this is not what the student does. The student stays on question 1 because he or she feels insulted that, we can't do it. This is an insult to my intelligence. I've prepared so much for this exam. Oh my goodness. And guess what happens? The hand on the clock just keeps moving. Time stands still for no man. And you're being bogged down with question 1 here, and your confidence is going down. You're feeling demoralized. Now it starts becoming an emotional thing. And you're starting to question to yourself, maybe I can't do the entire paper. Oh my goodness, this is only question 1. Question 1 only, and I cannot do. And then you start looking around you. Then you see people furiously writing. It is as if you're seeing everyone is running ahead of you, the whole flock. You fall into this. Okay? The emotional trap. What I want to tell you is that in the exam, you are no longer a student. You are a mercenary. You are a marks mercenary. You want to get as many marks as you can for the exam. There is nothing personal here. This is all very objective. Okay? Each question is a chance for you to get marks. You're given a stipulated amount of time. Now, there is no one going to breathe down your neck and say, hey, you gotta finish in the 2 or 3 minutes. No one's going to put that for you. You are the boss. In this case, you set for yourself. If you're going to spend too much time on certain questions that are not worth so much marks, then you are forsaking time that you could otherwise spend for other juicier questions. And juicier, I mean greater marks weightage. Okay? Not all questions are the same in terms of difficulty, in terms of marks, and in terms of time. You have to be clever and spot the questions, because you can look through them, isn't it? And not only are you going to look at the questions which gives you the highest return on marks over time, you are also going to restrict yourself and say, for each of these questions, I give myself a certain amount of time. Certain amount of time for this question, certain amount of time for that question. Nothing is stopping you in the exam when you are starting to write, rather than furiously scribbling the moment they say start. Why don't you invest 1 to 2 minutes for each of the marks? Because for every question they will give marks, right? In this case, 1 mark question. Well, you're going to take this number times 1.5. You're going to give yourself 1.5 minutes. Okay? Nothing is stopping you from writing all this time here. The best, you bring a stopwatch, or you bring a watch with a stopwatch function into the exam. Every time you do a question, you time yourself. Make sure that you're keeping within this time. Okay? So this is a short little lesson to teach you. Please make sure you manage your time in the exam. Because I don't care if you have studied your whole textbook and you have downloaded it into your brain. But if you can't do the questions fast enough, then don't forsake your marks unnecessarily. Okay? It is better that you attempt all the question and you get some marks for each of these questions, than to attempt only a few questions, even if they're scored perfectly, but have so many blanks later on. It is not worth it. Hope this helps.